it's begun already. Just I like to imagine this as a case of while we're in lockdown, if we can't come to the zoo's apparently coming to us.
I am the zoo.
He is the zoo.
Give me your goddamn zeebles.
No. I don't even know what the name is for those ones that they had showed off before, the little sanctuary things. I just have no idea, and I want to know what the names are. Just in case you ever end up back in Shurima. Either way. Have we got everyone here? Yep. Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra. Now featuring a Seabull, apparently. Jesus Christ, there was another one underneath it. I moved it like enough it should have. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting to move that one, it'd just be Zeebles all the way down.
Spend the past week just drugging them on top of each other. There's like 2,000 there.
So, yes, last time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra. I just had to make sure first of all that I was recording the right window because the video's still loading in a different window. You all managed to fend off an attack on the university by Elise, and also pushed a spider god through a portal. The pawn being kind of freed of your crimes, air quote crimes, after saving Piltover. You all had a bit of a heart-to-heart with Alari and Delris, where it was discussed that your next stop could very well be the Freljord. You also all leveled up as well. Which reminds me, Mariah,
Yes.
on your character sheet, scroll down to the bottom. You've got an extra thing now underneath electrical caliber net that I've added. Just purely because of some of the RP stuff that's been happening in the recent ones. And because of what we said Mariah was doing at the
That's
end.
amazing.
Yeah, because of what
For
we
the
said.
king.
Because of what we said Mariah was doing at the end of last session. Mariah now has this. For the king, upon being hit from the back side on a D100, and if you roll a 90 or above, a tiny cannon will pop out and fire upon the enemy for 1d4 damage. I don't know why I came up with that, but it just felt right.
So no you of Mariah.
No, Waffleberg, you're not playing Valheim. You can't kill me. Kill self didn't work. It's extra attack.
Extra attack. Only.
Extra attack. Who won? Myself. So, you all have rested up for the night after being given a room. And yes, go on from there. What are people doing for today?
Yeah, me too. Waffleberg first, we need is going to check the because we were talking about the airship stuff. Check and see how much airships are at the docks or any place that they sell airships.
No, I got stuff, but I didn't get apples.
I imagine they will explain to him that they're rather expensive.
I'm sorry, just hearing Nathan in the background going, just like, I'm going to check for how much airships are. Shit!
That's funny.
So, using your knowledge of Piltover and Zone, you know that the best area to go to for this would be the outskirts of Piltover, just purely because there's more land there for the vehicles. And as you head over there, make me a perception.
Okay.
Also, I should ask as well, did you tell any of the party that you're heading there to?
Oh, yeah, I told them.
Okay. Are any of you following?
Yeah.
Sure.
Potoo?
Is not going to.
Okay, Potoo is not going. How about Alari / Delris, whichever one's out at the moment?
I forgot I was muted. I'm going with him.
Okay,
And I am
so
Alari right now.
okay, so it's just Potoo that's staying behind. So, as you four head on out, uh, Waffleberg's
Just
perception of 16. Oh, go on.
I was just muted because I was messing around on Wombo.
So, so Waffleberg, with your perception of 16, you'll spot the salesman just there, just in what seems to be a odd blue and red tweed jacket, fancy looking hat. And the best way to describe it is, for those that have played the Monkey Island games,
He looks like, yeah.
yeah, I forget his name, but it's the boat salesman where the pattern of the jacket
Yeah.
stays still despite it moving. It's kind of like that.
Yeah. Waffleberg will take a large step up to him, just sort of settle up to him, and kind of lower his glasses, clean them a bit, put them back on. You are salesman, yes?
Oh, yes. Oh, customer, yes. Oh, welcome to Mike's airships and fancies. How may I assist you today with your purchasing needs?
Are you Mike?
Indeed, I am, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Just some people go with names. We, ooh, excuse me. We were looking for an airship or a balloon attached to a boat. One of those two. The Waffleberg forgets. But what would be your price range on flying boats?
Flying boats, well, it depends on the size that you're after, really. You could go for the luxury options. You could go for ones equipped with the weapons, just in case. You could go for just a nice little family one.
Sorry guys, BRB, I'm getting a phone call.
All right.
Okie dokie.
There's sticks in there.
Well, there's about let's see here. So there's about 6 of us. Yeah, 6.5.
You'll just look to you as you say 6.5. They just start counting people about.
We're not all here.
Which one's the half? Never mind.
She is. He just kind of points at Alari.
Not that I was expecting you to point it, but that's fine.
I mean,
So,
But
6.5, 6.5. A nice small family-sized one will do there.
yes,
I'd say around. Ooh, are you looking for something luxury or just something for travel?
something for travel. Yeah, we can add stuff to it, but something for travel.
Pre-owned or if looking for something brand new with that fancy new brand new smell?
Well, nothing wrong with old, although we'd like to look at the new too. Both, see which one our options take. With experience in machinery comes experience in machinery. Sometimes old is better than new, but sometimes new is just too new, and you gotta go with it.
Very well, very well. We'll start from the oldest ones we've got and then work our way up there. Just to give you an idea of prices, and then you say stop whenever you think it's getting a bit too pricey for you. How about that?
Yes.
And he will take you all over to an area that seems a bit more in the back. He likes to keep the good stuff out front. And he will show you one of them at first that quite literally does seem to be just an old wooden boat with what looks like a Zeppelin balloon attached to the top. And you can all make me an investigation on this if you want. Okay. Mariah, You're just looking at the balloon and being like, that's a big balloon. Big balloon.
Makes sense.
Waffleberg in Kuiper, you actually go inside, you have a look around. You're spotting quite a few holes. It's quite run down. Instead of having your own separate rooms, it's just one large room with hammocks. You even think you hear like the chittering of rats in here every now and again.
How much for this one?
That's one, well, the story behind this one is quite a good one there, but we don't add prices for stories, of course. We only add prices for accommodations and extras. So this one would be like 25,000.
Oh. Mm. Hmm.
Yeah, and guess what? Guess what? No, take this shit.
Sorry about
That's just the
that.
inner dialogue of Mike. Come on, take the shit. Take it.
This is Waffleberg's head right now.
Waffleberg's going to he's gonna take Kuiper aside. Fair enough. We're gonna talk about this real fast. Moonman,
Mm-hmm.
how much gold do you have?
Just under 2,000.
Okay, I have 4,000, and I think Potoo has about the same as I do. I
I
don't know about
thought
the
we
other
could. I was wondering if we could rent as opposed to, keeping one.
Knowing our luck, renting's not gonna work. But anyways, Waffleberg will look up. Do you do rentals?
Rentals, oh well. Rentals tend to be on our smaller vehicles. We do have some rental-only ships out back that I could probably do for like 20,000. Well, 20,000 if I was to sell it, of course. Rentals, it would be a case of, are you looking to use it only the once or just an ongoing thing?
This or that. What would be the difference between once and ongoing?
Uh, a once would be just a flat-out fee, of course. We could call it probably 5,000 to 10,000, something like that, depending on how long the journey and how much stress you could put on the ship. Uh, Ongoing, we could probably knock it down to like say, 500 to 1,000 each for every week, every month, something like that. Until it's all fully paid for, of course, and then if you choose to at that point, you could choose to buy it.
Hmm.
That's he's gonna go back over. That's still a lot.
How about he points to the first ship. How about 3,000 for that one there and back, and we fix it and things for you.
Yeah, Waffleberg's engineer. Waffleberg could fix it.
Both you roll me a persuasion check.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
We're the wrong ones. Oh,
I'm gonna ruin this.
That one.
I'm just seeing if I have anything at all that I can use to, No, I don't think so. Oh my God.
Just the utmost paranoia and dread about clicking the button. Then nat 20. Or nat 18 in this case.
Good night.
You'll look to you both. Okay, so, well, you're quite clearly another fellow salesman and quite the engineer as well, by the looks of it. And I'm sensing
yes.
something quite magical about you. Some magics could go quite a long way in helping this ship out, I guess. Plus, welcome back. Plus,
Welcome back.
if I'm not mistaken, you're the ones that word is going out around at the moment, you know?
There's
Yes.
Good
going
words
out around
or
us?
bad words?
Also, you're coming through a bit quiet on my end there, Dion, and I've got you all the way up on 200%.
I don't know. Hello, is that better?
That's better.
better.
Thank
There
you.
you are.
Just turned the gain up on my interface.
Okay.
But
Dion, look at our persuasions.
holy shit.
No matter what kind of word, I think it's a reasonable deal. We fix it up as well. When we turn it, boom, it's ready. And if we really like it, we'll pay the price.
I'll tell you what, whereabouts are you thinking of taking this?
Freljord.
The Freljord. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Then I've got something that I would like to add to this deal to make it an official deal between us, if you don't mind.
You
Nothing,
sure?
yes, nothing too extraneous or dangerous, don't worry. But surely you've seen the kind of boats and ships they have out there in the Freljord, no?
No.
No.
Oh, well, he will start rooting around his little, like, bag. And he'll pull out a sketch. It's like these, like the longboat type of things. I'm not asking you bring back a full longboat itself. That would be ridiculous, of course. But you see this like dragon head attachment on the front.
You want one?
Yes, I think it would look amazing just attached to the front of the ship. Don't you?
I mean, I could make you one.
Yes, but there's making one, and then there's getting an official, genuine one from the Freljord.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, you think Potoo's up to that job? I think Potoo's up to that job. We got a friend that's pretty good with haggling with individuals to get things like that. Yeah, we could definitely get you one.
I'm surprised that you won't be able to do it yourself. I mean, you are quite the good hagglers already.
Oh, we are, but we it's hard to haggle when your bones are cold and you're chittering.
Hmm, that is fair. That's fair. Uh, Still, how much were you saying again? 3,000 was it?
About 3,000, yes.
Yeah.
3,000 there, 3,000 back.
I thought it was 3,000. I thought that it was for both. 3,000 for both.
It was 3,000 for both.
Oh,
Yes, because we're fixing it as well. Plus, we're getting you the ornament.
that is true. That is
So
true. Uh,
yeah,
3,000 there and back. The ornament as well as fixings and upgrades.
it's
I trust one of you lots can pilot it.
yes, I can actually.
Oh, do you have proficiency
I
in
couldn't
every
tell whether
abilities?
it was a half yes.
It was because I had to check, but I also know that Potato can do it. So, but yes, I can.
Very well then. Which one of you wants to come with me and sign the contract then?
Moonman.
Sure.
Yes.
Very well, come this way, come this way. Funnily enough, you're not going to be the first ship I've sold today.
Who bought another ship?
Fancy man, golden armor, dark black scales. Said he needed one to head over to Targon.
I don't particularly know who this is, so I don't give a shit. Delris, or are you Alari
I'm
right now?
Alari.
You're Alari. Alari,
Yes.
come here for a second.
Yes.
Did you take her to one
Stand
side?
right.
He'll take Kuiper in to sign the contract.
Well, she kind of just looks over her shoulder at Kuiper. It's like, it's your boyfriend, Kuiper. The guy who bought the other ship's your boyfriend. Who's been following you around all the time.
I know.
Waffleberg's going
Yeah.
to take out
Just goes
going to take out like a measuring tape. He's going to hand one into Alari, and then he's just going to start running back to the other end of the boat.
Okay.
Cool. He's going to run right back. Okay. I need you to throw yourself up.
Throw myself up.
Yes, so we can get full height of the boat. I should have gotten Potoo to do this.
Oh,
Uh,
Potoo is not here.
I mean, there is option C and D.
I can throw myself up. It'll make a lot of noise though.
There is option C and D for this.
What is option C?
I mean, Mariah's small. You could throw Mariah up. Or D.
Oh, also,
Option D, Zeeble.
oh, yeah. Waffleberg will take the Zeeble, hand the other end up.
The Zeeble will just look to you and then look back to Alari.
It's okay, dear. Fly up there.
It will fly up.
After Waffleberg gets the measurements, Waffleberg is going to take out a very heavy metal slab book. He's going to take out a quill, proceed to then, and one of the far ends of the book is going to dip the quill in what appears to be ink, but might not be ink. He's going to start writing and sketching as he's looking at the boat. Yes. I could put a ballista there, a bomber there. We could do wonders.
Whopper launcher there.
A whopper launcher. He's just going through he's already sketched the ship, and he's like, it is bad sketches. It's like stickman figures.
Also,
but in his own head, he's doing a good job.
Yes.
While we're still in Piltover, can I buy some stuff?
Yeah.
Like, can I just buy like some cheese and?
Like you've got time to do stuff
like
before
that.
you leave. Don't worry. You've got time to leave before you leave. Don't worry. Just also to quickly catch you up as well there, because you weren't here when I described the ship. It's very run down. It's got holes in it. There's only one room for your wall that seems to have hammocks instead of beds. And you think you hear the chittering of mice and rats in there somewhere.
It's okay. Sharky can eat them.
No need to eat the rats. Waffleberg is going to pull out some cheese from his thing, and he's going to toss it to see if any rats come out.
I'm going to roll something here.
It's just going to be Twitch. And then runs off.
We're just there like, huh.
As you toss the cheese up into the air, a violent rumbling happens from Mariah's hair. You just see Sharky Teeth launch itself out towards the cheese.
Whee! Sharky! Also, Sharky was not in Mariah's hair. He's been with me.
I always go by default for Mariah's hair for pets now.
I know,
Okay.
he's been with me because he didn't go back into her hair after before the whole abduction thing.
In that case, Sharky Teeth.
Waffleberg is just making plans. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. Sharky Teeth launches itself to get the cheese. A rat also launches itself to get the cheese. The rat catches the cheese. Sharky Teeth catches the rat.
Hold on. Mr. Rat.
The rat is.
Could you?
The rat is screaming in pain.
Sharky. Sharky. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna. You deal with this, Alari. I'm just gonna.
Meanwhile, you just hear crunch, crunch, crunch. The rat gone.
Pretty much. Just say crunch, the rat gone. Sharky Teeth just glares at the ship. You see like 3 rats decide not worth it and run off.
So let me see here. I'm just going to buy some general things.
Okay.
Could I ask?
Yes.
after signing this contract. What get the name from this person from earlier?
Oh, the name. Jonah.
Oh, what?
What?
Dark scaled Dragonborn in golden armor.
Yeah, I thought.
I wonder. I'm going to fully admit. I said the name Jonah, and then I was there going, why does that sound familiar? Oh.
Oh no!
Let me think up of a different name then, because the second name I thought up was Korga, and I remembered, no, that's the Devil Darlings one. I
Oh,
need original names. Let me just quickly check something. Fantasy name generator load.
So
His name.
I
Oh, let me
can
just look
get
through the papers here.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Waffleberg is going to ring up Potoo on his sending stone real fast.
His name was Gezon, and I'll type that into the chat. Gezzon, Gezon.
Okay, math question for those good at maths.
Yes. I don't know why I said yes. I'm not good at maths.
How many? So a piece of cheese costs 5 copper pieces. How many pieces of cheese can I get for 1 gold piece?
So divide 100 by 5.
20.
I'm terrible with maths.
You get 20.
Be 50
20.
pieces.
50
Sorry,
pieces?
no.
Said
It is
5
not
copper per
50.
cheese.
No,
5
not
copper
50.
per cheese. It is 100 copper per silver. It's 100
No, it's
silver.
not.
per
It's
gold.
not.
10.
It's 10. 10 copper
Is it
per
10
silver.
copper per silver?
Yeah.
I've always been told
20.
100. Wow. Okay, then in that case, yeah, it is 20. Yep. Josh is
Okay,
right.
cool.
And
Because I'm just bought 20 pieces of cheese.
did he mention his intentions?
No, he tended to keep to himself with that. Given he's a tyrant and such, I'm assuming he was just going home.
Holy
That
fuck.
makes sense.
There's a price to buy a slave in this book.
Ugh. Ugh.
Anyways, he finishes
Yep.
signing. Thank you.
No, thank you. So, which one of you is going to be paying?
I'll pay some, but I may need help with that. Waffleberg!
What? What do you want?
It is pay time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. How much are you paying? If you want to pay
I can
1,500,
afford
I can pay
1,500.
1,500. Yeah, we'll split it.
Did someone literally, like, put Cadbury's cream eggs into freaking D&D?
Oh my god, I need the stats.
Fuck's
Cream
sake.
eggs.
Can you hatch
But
them?
yeah,
Sorry, God. Just screaming down the phone. I need things!
So, yes, if it is being split bill-wise, 1,500 each.
Yep.
And he will hand you what seems to be a circular slate with etchings on it. That's like metallical etchings.
What is this?
The key.
Ooh,
Just kind of stick that in the area, just in the middle of the wheel. Should activate it. Built-in hex tech. Quite clever.
thank you. This is pretty. Thank you. Just walks off.
So you are now the temporary owners of a airship.
Lee,
Yes.
basically, I found a price for what is, a Northern Isles sort of gin would that be kind of counted as Feliordian?
Northern Owl's Gin. I'd say so, yes. I'd say it'd probably be something that you'd find in the distillery of Gragas. It'd probably be like one of Gragas's brands. I'm sorry. Here is the list. I need crossbows, rats, metal slabs or wooden slabs, bananas, cheese, something electrical, some clockwork, a dog bed, some cages, and a chicken.
This is all going to work out. Waffleberg knows what he's doing. He has been writing notes this entire time.
I mean, I can get a goose. There's a price
would
for
work.
a goose.
I can be the chicken.
No.
I can buy a cow.
Why do we need a dog bed?
I mean, it's only 2 copper for this chicken.
Well, we don't need a cow. We need a chicken, and there's a reason that we need a chicken. We need. Okay, there's too many questions being asked. We need rats for rat power. Waffleberg will explain that later. But for now, Waffleberg needs to go and grab some mattresses. Yes.
I can a couple more trees.
Yes, Waffleberg is just going to start walking away, just like looking in his book as he's just on that. He's going to pull out his broom cycle, his motor broom. He's going to start driving away, still in the book. People screaming as he's just almost running them over. Move out of the way!
Oh
As he
boy.
is going to the market because he has things that he needs to buy.
Okay.
Literally, like, roll 20
Is this
is
just
one
stuff
saying
that
that I
he's-
can buy a chicken for 2 copper.
Yeah, chickens aren't that expensive.
So, is this just stuff that Waffleberg is just saying out loud just to see what Potoo's going to do about it, or
No, this is actual stuff that he needs for what he's going to do with the ship.
okay?
Okay. I can't believe I'm going to have to look up the prices for
Fucking
these.
hell.
I know we've already said what the price of a chicken is. That's not too bad.
We don't need rats. There's plenty on the ship.
That is true.
Not if Sharky Teeth eats them all.
But here's the thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and explain it here. That way, it's less confusing later on.
No,
Waffleberg's scope list.
it's okay.
You want me to do it in game? Okay, cool.
It's
Well,
okay.
wait then. Because there is a plan. There is a plan as to what Waffleberg is doing.
Okay, so I'm going to need someone that's good with maths to keep track of this. As I look at prices. So how much did you say the chicken was? 2 copper?
Mm-hmm.
Are you after light crossbows or heavy crossbows?
Heavy.
Okay, and how many?
4.
That would be 200 gold pieces in total. Because they're 50 gold pieces each.
Okay, cool.
Rats, as said, you don't really need. You've got enough on the boat as is.
Which is
So
good.
Sharky Teeth
Yep.
doesn't get them all or chase them away.
Slabs wise, it depends on if you are going metal or wood. Wood is
We'll
obviously going to
go
be cheaper.
we'll go for wood for now for cheapness. We'll change it out for metal later.
Yep, so for a bulk of wooden slabs, if theirs are around 204, I'd say it probably come to like 150, 200 again, something like
Okay, that's fine.
that. Cheese, I believe you just looked up the price for that. Didn't you, Dion?
What? Sorry? It's 5 copper per piece of cheese.
More expensive than a chicken.
Yep.
It is.
Bananas.
I mean, it's easier to make a chicken than it is to make
Bananas
cheese.
is a joke. Bananas is a joke.
Okay. Something electrical. Depends what you're after, something electrical wise there.
Just wiring.
Don't fall in the hole.
Wiring for a big ball
Thanks.
of wire, probably like 50.
50 gold.
Because it will be Hextech infused or Hextech compatible
Okay.
here.
I will imagine the clockwork is the same then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dog bed depends on the quality. Probably range.
Mariah, how much? What quality of dog bed do you want?
Cold.
What the?
We'll get it. We'll get her a luxury one.
I'd say for quality, it'd be like 75 gold. And cages wise,
Oh my
cage
god.
price.
So,
What
okay, cool.
quality dog
We're still good. I haven't broke the 1,000s yet. I only need one cage. I imagine a cage would probably be
Depends on the
like
materials and size.
it's like a small bird cage,
That
big enough to fit a chicken in it.
40 gold.
40 gold. Okay, cool.
40 gold.
Yep.
Pay attention to me.
So currently we're at
Pay
515.07.
attention to me.
What?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Waffleberg will. I'm going to assume that a mattress is probably somewhere along 50 gold as well.
Yeah.
And he only needs 2 because he's going to cut them both in half.
Okay.
Um,
Also, I just love the fact that it's working this out, and then we just hear Dion go, "Pay attention to me."
It's because
Yes,
I heard
okay.
Nathan say it in the background.
okay, Waffleberg has gone off to market to get that. You don't have to. Yeah, he's left off to market to get that. He's gonna pick up Potoo on the way there, and they are gonna go and grab that shit. I'm sorry that was so statistical, but it will come out good and handy.
That's fine. While you're doing that, and while that's all been going on, Potoo, what have you been doing?
I suppose I would be partially getting acquainted with the new spirits in the sword. That and, well, basic morning prep.
Yeah. It seems to be a few different new souls in the sword. There's obviously the shopkeeper who's still kind of miffed with you. There's a couple of rich nobles, a couple of people that were more living in the slums. One very confused person that just kind of was taking a day trip out from Zone and trying their best to blend in, only to get caught and sucked into the sword once they died. On one very, very angry cat.
It's just a cat.
Yeah, just one very angry cat's in there.
Hmm.
Like quite literally, as you try and talk to each of the souls to try and find out about them, just in the background, every now and again, just start hearing this insane wailing, like a.
I feel like we should be able to manifest that cat spirit later on.
You manifest it, it's just Ghost Jericho.
So yes, there is also a Zeeble accompanying
wait,
Potoo
no.
during his morning.
There is also one other thing in the sword as well.
Oh.
There is just a wump just chittering. If you knew what the language of the wump, you'd probably be thinking it's talking something about next time I make a jetpack, I'm going to build it with actual steering.
Oh, it's the jetpack wump.
Yeah, you occasionally get the feeling that some of these souls that are brand new into the sword, they're just kind of giving dirty glances over to this wump. Just purely as if they've actually worked out. Yeah, no, it was his fault.
I actually want to see if I can't learn wump just from listening to this dude.
Lee,
Yes.
is there anywhere else in Piltover that sells magic weapons, or did we literally kill the only guy who did?
Oh, there's a few places. There's a few places, don't worry.
Okay.
After all,
There's a
Piltover
place in
is-
Zon.
Yeah,
Never getting her to go to Zon.
never again.
So I'm gonna say you can take your time to look around while they're all doing the shopping. So I'm not gonna have you roll to try and find the place. You
Okay.
do find another magic shop.
Cool.
And
I am still looking. I'm looking at common items.
and as
Because
you
there's stupidly good common items.
enter, there seems to be a tabaxi kind of Vestayan behind the counter. He just turns and smiles. Ah, greetings, greetings. Customer, yes?
Yes.
Ah, how can one help you today?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for yet.
Well, take your time. Plenty wares out on stock.
Yeah, do stuff with the others, because I'm still thinking.
Alright. So, Waffleberg comes, picks up Potoo. They go do their en masse
Get on,
shopping.
motherfucker.
So that only leaves 2 people. What are Mariah and Kuiper doing at the moment?
What is there to do?
Yeah.
Uh, good question. There's shopping if you've got any money left to do shopping. There's... Let me load up Piltover.
Probably make a start on fixing the ship.
Yeah, you could do that. You've got
Can't fix anything big, but mending is a
Yeah.
thing, so
Yeah, if you can use mending to just do some quick mending around.
lovely.
Mariah? Are
I
you...
guess you'll look around some shops or
Alrighty
something
then.
currently.
Let me just quickly get to here to see what there is. I'll tell you, just see. Yep. You got your cafes, bistros, supper clubs, small theatres. Uh, you've got the Rebec house, which seems to be house just by looking at this place. It's just clockwork everywhere on the outside. Oh, I heard a whoop. Pretty just listening to Wumpus to go. You got the Explorers Guild house, where you feel like there may be jobs there if you were to look. There's also the bounty board, of course.
Oh, let's look to the bounty board.
To the bounty board we go. Okay. And at the bounty board, you find a fresh job posted up there. Pest elimination. Apparently some giant spiders got left behind.
Am I a pest?
Yes.
Just
Also,
Oh.
turn off your sending stone, damn it.
But yes, there is a job there. Eliminate spiders. Seems to be in one of the old abandoned theaters that they're asking for specifically. And
Oh yeah, let's do it.
they will pay 100 gold for each spider that you bring back.
Oh, I can't eat them. Okay, let's do it.
200 gold if you can bring them back with the venom glands intact to try and make an antidote.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay then. Congratulations, Mariah's gone off to do a job. So you head back over to the theatres where you were before. Well, where the others were before. This will be your first time here. Kind of giant stained glass buildings made of all different
Yeah.
kinds of coloured glass. Seems to be a lot of glitter still on the floor that people are trying to clean up. You're unsure as to why there's glitter, but there's glitter. And one of the guards approached you. Sorry, no show's going on at the moment.
I'm here to kill spiders.
Guy just looks you up and down. Don't you
She will
think?
pull out a gun.
Don't you think this is a bit? Oh.
I'm here to kill spiders.
I mean, it's kill spiders, got giant gun. Very well then. I suppose. Is it just you, or is there any others here?
I don't know what the rest of them are, so I'm going to do this by myself.
Oh boy, I'm not gonna do a giant combat with this, just purely because these spiders will be quite weakened anyway, given they've had to quite literally survive the giant vortex and the net. So I'm going to say roll me a perception as you're led into a dark building. Jesus, yeah. You're keeping an eye, you're keeping a ear out. The guard lets you be as he goes to do his thing. And yeah, you spot the full 8 spiders.
Oh, hey, 800 gold coming for me if I can kill them.
Roll 8 attacks. Let me see what the ACR is on a giant spider. The first one misses. The second one hits. Yep, the third attack. The third attack obliterates it. So,
Whoopsies!
yeah.
I guess I'll just have to clean up the parts.
So far you've gotten yourself 300 gold. That'd be 400, 500 gold actually. Basically, it's a case of as long as you don't get a crit. So that's 500 gold. 14 meet and beat, yeah.
Do I need to roll? Do I need to
You
keep
don't need to
clicking
roll
for the
die.
damage or
No,
not? Alright.
these are weakened. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That is 6 attacks done so far. You've bagged 4 of them. 2 more attacks. Yep, you bagged another. And 1 failed.
All I can imagine right now is, do you remember the game where you used to like get the infinite shotgun and spam jump and shoot, and you just start flying around everywhere?
So, good news, you didn't get any nat 1s, so you did actually shoot down the theatre as well. You got a nat 20, which does obliterate one, unfortunately. Oh, no, wait. How do I do this? Nat 20 implies that you did the best you could. So I'm going to say that the ones that weren't the nat 20, you've obliterated. The nat 20, you actually managed to obliterate in a way that didn't destroy the venom glands. So that is 300,
I'm just too good at this.
500. You wander back out, just dragging these spider corpses with you. You just throw them down on the ground. The guard will look at them, looks to you. Is that all of them?
The ones that I shot.
We'll be able to clean up the rest. This does seem to be the most of them. He will reach into his coin bag and he will hand you 600 gold.
Thank you.
And we'll get this one off. And he'll pick up the one still mostly intact. We'll get this one up to the university. They can go study the venom. Make an antidote for anyone bit by these things.
That's good to hear. Now, bye. Thank you for the money.
Mariah just skips off. They're just there going, we just let a kid in with a shotgun into the theatre. How did it not get destroyed?
He's a child with a shotgun.
So.
I sent you a couple items.
Oh, yes.
To try and buy if he has them.
Let's see what there are. One is uncommon, the other is...
I couldn't find a common one that would be useful.
Yep, so they are uncommon, but uncommon one means there's a higher likelihood of them being in there. And okay. So.
If I had to pick, I want the bow staff more.
Yep.
Because I saw those rolls.
Yeah, the 7 means that that one would be a fail, unfortunately, but the other one is a pass, so he'll look to you. Well, what were you thinking? Something to buff, some kind of weapon, some kind of armor?
Well, I lost my staff during the whole kerfuffle. I'd kind of like a new, a staff to fight with.
A new staff, right. Let me see what I've got here. Oddly enough, we've been having a lot of business since the whole incident. Apparently, one of my competitors died.
Ah, yes, such a sad thing.
Sad for mood, good for business, but you've got to look at the mood more than the business, really, in these days.
Says you, asshole.
It's just Waffleberg flying around on the broom, picking everything up, flying by everyone, just to shout stuff at the most opportune time.
I feel like there's like alarms coming off as like fucking pulled over police is chasing after him. Just stop speeding. No!
just-
Stop running into people. No!
Just Waffleberg looks up. Oh, only 3 stars. Waffleberg can carry on going. He will hand you a ball staff.
Cool.
Now I know this looks just like a normal quarterstaff, but surely you could see what's special about it, though, given
Hmm.
Arcana check, I'd say, for you, given that you are not a monk of the martial arts currently.
Yeah, I'm not.
That is still a good Arcana. Yep. Multi-tool of expert craftsmanship. Where spun in a specific way, it changes from a quarterstaff into any number of weapons, deploying a string to become a bow, splitting to become billy clubs or nunchucks, or even maybe a hidden blade in there if you can find it. As a free action, you can change this weapon into any of the forms available to them in the ball staff. Okay, so we are actually going to have to check that. So roll me a 1d4 plus 1. Let's see how many different forms are in this. Uh, Unfortunately, it does say included its basic quarterstaff form. By the way, alternatively, I could choose to allow all forms to be built into the club.
Odds are even.
Yeah, odds are evens.
Evens?
So,
Hey!
this thing is a quarterstaff, a bow, 2 nunchucks, 2 billy clubs, and also technically a sword, and they're all considered monk weapons.
Yep.
Nice.
This is why I wanted this thing.
There is also
What is this? The holy monk MacGuffin?
there is
No, it's an uncommon magical item.
there is also an extra weapon in there.
Ooh.
One that you can't seem to work out.
Is it
Well, I
chainsaw?
can't. Definitely not.
It is not a chainsaw.
It's a gun.
It's a
A
weapon.
monk gun.
Oh no.
The weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
So I now need to get the stats for these weapons
Yep.
because it has both short bow and long bow capability.
Yeah. 50 uncommon item magic cost. Uncommon ones are worth 500. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a bit more costly than that,
That's
given
fine.
its state of the art. So it's gonna be like 800.
800? Yeah, that's completely fine.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I'm just trying to, because nunchucks aren't in the base book.
He will look to you and be like, is this for you or is it for
For my sister.
well, do you think she'll be able to work it out herself or
Oh
would
yes,
you need showing what the weapons are?
she is a monk. I'm sure she can figure it out.
Well, very well. I mean, this is homemade, so there's a couple of little differences than the normal ones, but if you're sure she's smart enough to work it out, then that's fine.
Just thinks of the word smart enough.
Smart enough. Concern.
Smart enough, smart.
Smart boy, smart. No, it's just like, is she smart enough? Alari just thinks speech like thought bubble appears above it. Smart, Delris, smart.
Oh god. Let's see. I'm just trying to see like how much these actually freaking do. I know it says the thing, but it's kind of like I want to see what other what the nunchuck actually is in D&D 50.
That is a very good question. 50 nunchucks. 50
Not
I feel like
0.5.
they'd be like daggers or something like that.
I found it on like the homebrew page for these kind of things. Beyond monk weapon doors. Basically
The one I found was just
acts like a club, it says.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm guessing billy clubs are basically the same thing.
Yeah, like Tonfa.
Finesse clubs.
Just because I have to put them down in my attack
finesse.
things.
Yeah. I will add little certain rules to them when it comes to the time to use them.
Be right back.
Just mainly because I feel like having the case of you could choose between billy clubs or nunchucks, it won't really matter if they use the same stats, so I need to give them something to differentiate them.
Mm.
So, but yes, you now have them. You have now, yeah, staff. You have it.
That's mainly what I wanted.
Yeah,
Like the ring would have been a nice little bonus, but you know.
that's just how the rolls go, unfortunately.
Oh, it doesn't bother. Oh, that's what's been going on.
What?
I added them to my proficiency,
Oh,
not my sheet.
so you've gotten that, Waffleberg. You've taken Potoo around a small tour of all the shops to buy everything you need.
Yep, the moment he has everything, he's racing back to the ship, not talking to anybody. If Potoo wants to get off, she'll have to jump off.
You sticking on or hopping off, Potoo?
Who's going to jump off?
Okay, make me a
Yeah.
dex save.
Ah, yes.
I know that Potoo's generally good with these
That's a
anyway.
natural 20.
Yeah, you don't even seem to just backflip everything off it. You just kind of stand up and just hop off it. It's like you're floating in midair for a second before landing.
Just kind of walk off the side.
Pretty much.
Black Butler style.
I'd never seen it.
You've never seen that particular scene?
I've not seen any of Black Butler.
Ah.
So, is there anything you're wanting to do now then, Potoo? Before you got
I
swooped up
suppose I
again?
could wander around and see if there's anything that piques my interest.
Okay. You're not seeing, well, pretty much the same kind of things I've said to Mariah of building type places. There's the bounty board, there's the theatres, there's just shops, there's the university if you wanted to speak to anyone in there. There's the theatres where they're still cleaning up glitter. There's the zoo. You do see the guy wandering over to the university with the spider corpses. And a very smug looking Mariah probably passes you by with a bag of money.
Suppose I can see if there's any jobs, maybe.
Okay, so you head to the bounty board. The spider one's already been taken off. A lot of it just seems to
Yeah.
be repairs or asking to find missing people.
Missing people kind of sounds fun.
Yes, there's quite a few of them given the current circumstances. Just asking to see if anyone's heard from missing loved ones or missing friends and family. Uh, Such thing like the more higher priced ones are like, oh yes, no, Sir Fabius the Esquire has gone missing. 3,000 gold to find him and bring him back and this kind of stuff. to lower ending ones where it sounds a bit more heartfelt because it's actually family that's gone missing. It's like, could you please help me find my daughter? She went missing in the situation.
Hmm.
There's even one where
Could
it's
I
like, can
take
you
one
help?
of the?
There is even one where it's like, can you help me find my cat?
Can I take one of the high rolling ones and one of the low rolling ones, just in case I finish one faster than the other?
Indeed. So you take Sir Fabius Esquire the Third, and you also take one asking to find a young girl by the name of Moira.
Hello there.
Hello there. I thought with a Lindor in my mouth, that was really difficult.
Has Waffleberg just snuck up behind me just to say that?
No, me and Josh were making a quote.
So you take these two. The last known location of the gentleman was along the docks, oddly enough. The location of the girl, however, was the more slummish areas of Piltover, going more towards the elevator towards Zone.
I'm going to go look for the kid first because
Okay, so you go looking for the child, and you follow the directions on the paper. It takes you to a nice small little hovel.
Hmm.
And this is being old little granny out on the porch, just rocking back and forth. On a rocking chair, of course. Not just rocking back and forth in worry, just huddled on the ground. Oh,
You're like,
the ghosts have come for me already. She's just like, oh, May, are you here about the job, given the paper in your hand?
yes, ma'am.
Such a tragic thing, a poor young Moira. Her parents died at a young age, and, well, I've all, she's had, and she's all I've had for over the past few years, and given she went missing in that whole situation,
Hmm.
uh, last I saw, she was heading towards the theatre.
Is there a specific route she takes to go that way?
Normally she takes the back alleys, obviously. Given her smaller stature, she's harder to spot that way,
Hmm.
which is very handy when you've got nightmares of wandering around the city.
Oh, that's the truth.
Still, if you should bring her back, there's 500 gold in it for you. And my ever-dying gratitude, of course.
It just kind of nods and smiles reassuringly. I
Yep.
will do my best to find your daughter.
Okay.
Not daughter.
So as you're heading towards the, I've forgotten its name now, theatre.
Theater.
Yeah. As you're heading towards there, make me a perception.
Perception. That's a 17.
You will hear a voice from Legion.
Hmm.
What are the new voices? I say. What was the name on that other paper?
Stu's just going to read it off because honestly, I can't remember. Pompous names are really bad.
Sir Poppington the Third, Esquire. He'll be
Yep.
like, oh, my old business rival. Oh, I do hope he got what was coming to him. Oh, especially after I left
Well,
him
he did.
tied up on that boat.
She just looks at this.
What? I never made any pretense that I was a good man.
Karma obviously got you in the end. No offense.
No, I believe it was The guy swinging the sickle. I don't believe he was called Karma. I
Ah,
believe that's a whole different lady entirely.
yes. Well, from the sounds of it, you know where the other guy is, so I'll ask you about that later.
Indeed. Now go see about finding this brat.
Can I send Devi out to assist me in searching for the child?
And, yeah, you can send Devi out. And as you do so, as you approach the theatre, you see the guards sweeping up again. One of them looks over to you. Oh, if you're here about the spider's job, someone already took it. Sorry.
No, I'm looking for a child. He just kind of waves the paper at him.
They'll take the paper, look to it, look to you, and then just let out a deep groan. Moira's been sneaking into
What?
the theatre again, I see, and at a bad time as well. I mean, it's a good job them spiders have all been killed, or at least most of them.
Hmm.
Anyway, we're probably best
Is
showing you
this
which one.
right?
And they will lead you into the same theatre that Mariah was in, where you see many bullet holes all over the place.
Oh wow.
You also still hear a little bit of chittering, as if there's still a couple of
Uh,
spiders. Also, make me a perception. Well,
yeah,
first things
another
first,
perception.
do you have dark vision? Oh god, someone's doing a review of keyboard with using only the WASD keys.
Uh, I have my goggles, which give me dark vision.
Indeed. So, perceptione.
Perception. So while I have Devi out, does that mean that I get an advantage with that, or is it just
Yes.
normal?
I'll say with advantage, given he'll be helping.
That's a 25.
You find a small cocoon towards the top of the theatre. Still wriggling and a little bit of muffled screaming coming from it.
Uh, are there any spiders still around near that?
There's one of them at least. Looking
Well,
as if
I'm
it's
going.
about to take a deep bite.
Hmm. Can I use Devi to scare the shit out of the spider?
I'm gonna say intimidation with disadvantage.
Intimidation with disadvantage. Got it. Those were both 18s.
Jesus. So the spider looks like it's about to lean forward and just sink its fangs into the cocoon. And Devi just kind of pops out at the last second from the cocoon right in front of the spider's face, which kind of makes it skitter back a bit. Just second thinking, taking a bite.
Devi's ghost teeth are bigger than your spider teeth. Nom nom.
He is also a ghost, but then again, the spider doesn't realize that too much.
And while the spider is taken back, two's going to fly up.
Yep.
And can I sneak attack this while I have the chance?
I will say yes, given that Devi will be on one side.
Okay. We're going to try and stab it with our rapier.
I remember the AC for these things, so go ahead.
That's an 18.
Yeah, you stab it, you shank it. It's not an at 20,
Okay.
so you don't get the venom gland still there, but it's dead.
Cool. Two's just going to look down and make sure that nobody's underneath him, and he's going to drop the dead spider where they can see it.
Yeah, it's just like
And we are
shouting
going
up,
to.
going, What's up there? What's taking your soul? Oh, Jesus! And then another guard comes in. You called for me? No, 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 no. Clean up the body. He'll come in and just kind of drag the spider off. Mainly because I had to try and get myself out
And
of a tiny hole there because I remembered Jesus is in the fucking league.
and now to delicately cut the cocoon so that I can get the kid out.
Okay, I'm going to need for this a dexterity check. Just to see if you can keep
Goody.
your hand steady. And make sure you don't accidentally, stab her and suck her soul out.
That's a nat 20.
You actually make light work of it. You free her.
Hmm.
She's quite unconscious, but she's alive.
You said she was wiggling and screaming.
She was wiggling and
Are there
screaming.
more? Are there more cocoons up here?
No, she was wiggling and screaming. And then kind of passed out.
Oh, she must. Oh,
I mean, you'd pass out too if a fucking ghost shark popped through yourself.
Exactly.
Because it
Thank you.
is official. It is official canon that you can feel as the ghosts go through you. You can feel them.
Yep. So, yes, she is unconscious at the moment, but quite alive.
that's good. And to the floor we go.
Yep. And as you're descending down to the floor, I'm going to roll something. You see something dart out from the darkness, miss you entirely. Jesus Christ. Misses you entirely as you watch the last spider scream down to the floor. And the guard just kind of holds up his pike. It's like, ugh, and it just skewers onto it.
Ugh. Spiders.
Well, yeah, that definitely seems to be young Mariah there. Not Mariah, Moira.
Moira.
Moira. Mariah was the one that already
If
went
this
with the
was
gun.
if this was another Mariah, I would have to be concerned.
It's just Mariah again. They came back for my money. Yeah, that seems to be young Moira. Trust you'll be getting
Hmm.
her. Oh, first of all, let me just check. You'll check her over. Doesn't seem to be bitten yet, so seems fine enough. Just some rest and she'll be as right as rain.
You should probably check for cocoons up high.
Well, given that the spiders are gone now, that's got to be our next task.
Hmm, that's good.
Well, that and sweeping up all this glitter. Who knows why all this glitter's here?
Who knows, indeed. Well, you have fun with cleaning up.
Yep.
And off to Granny.
Yep. You take her back to Granny. Granny thanks you for bringing her granddaughter back. Pays you
And then
500.
screams, Gale de Motho.
Then
And
screams that wasasasa wasasasa. And she will pay you 500 gold.
you will actually take 200 off of the price.
Okay. 300 gold. She will smile, thank
Yeah.
you, and say that she'll give the 200 to Moira.
Very good.
So,
You have a good afternoon, and
before you,
I need to.
while you're heading to the docks, we'll check on the others. Is there anything any of you lot are wanting to do before?
I mean, if anybody's near the boat, I can show what Waffleberg's been doing with the boat so far.
Kuiper has still been repairing the boat. So, yes, Kuiper is there.
Yeah, so Waffleberg had bursted in and he started building things and stuff. Picked up Kuiper, put Kuiper on the outside, put on his bird welding mask, closed the door, started working on stuff during the whole kaboffle that was the time frame. Opens the door. If you need me to do a roll on any of this tinkering, go ahead. But Waffleberg's gonna start showing moon man around.
I'd say make me a couple of intelligence checks,
Okay.
given this is using your technological know-hows. Okay. Why did those two come up weird? Like you got 2 intelligence plus 4s and then 2 int checks that just came up 10 and
I don't.
7.
Yeah. I
Uh,
don't know. Not that what Waffleberg is doing needs a lot of intelligence. A lot of it's just for the moment redneck know-how.
oh yeah.
But
Like for the main stuff that needed it, just in case, you've done quite
yeah.
well with for the 22. Some of the more comfort stuff, it's been a bit slapdash.
Yep. It's Waffleberg swims on. What's fucking comfort? Nothing's more comfortable than a bed full of spikes. Waffleberg, Moonman, come, see. Waffleberg show you important things, yes.
Okay.
First off, over here, Waffleberg points to the entry part of the ship. There is a cage with a chicken inside of it. This cage has smaller bells attached to it. The bells are made from some scrap that he had in his bag. The sort of bells are attached to the chicken. This is chicken alarm. Anybody tries to steal our ship, chicken goes crazy, right, chicken?
Macaw.
Macaw! Then next thing, yes, next thing. We go, Waffleberg shows him the 4 ballistas that he has set up along the ship. He has attached crossbows to the sort of rims of the ship via poles that he has welded them to. They can be moved like ballistas. Then Waffleberg is, yes, come. Waffleberg takes you down below deck to what I think is the most important part of this. But Waffleberg has where it is the sleeping area. It's now 2 bunk beds that are very small, not very comfortable, but they're better than the hammocks, and a dog bed with a thing with Mariah spelled wrong. But Waffleberg leads you to something that he is incredibly excited for. He has taken some metal clockwork and wires, and he has taken a throne and he has put it on top of what appears to be this like pulley system, and he's made this throne, and on top of the throne is the king eggplant, and inserted into the king eggplant are wires that is allowing the king eggplant to conduct electricity that is keeping everything powered and active. Driving this is that the machine is currently being turned by the fellow eggplants who Waffleberg has told that they are serving their king by constantly just moving the thing around. Right next to that are 2 wheels with like little strings of cheese with the rats just powering the wheels, and this is how he's powering the electricity within the ship. The wires are going into the king, and then there's 1 wire coming out of the king's crown, because fun fact, eggplants do give off electricity. They're also toxic because they're nightshades. So I did look up the science behind this. This is a legit fucking science put into fantasy science. But the wires are going up into the roof, coming down. There's like little light bulbs and stuff like that. And then, we're not done yet. Then, where there were small holes in the hull of the ship, like on the bottom part, he has put like little metal doors for rat paratroopers. That and any form of grenade or bomb that he's willing to drop out of those small holes.
I'm sorry,
Waffleberg, it's been about 15 minutes. How did you...
Waffleberg works fast!
the ship's going to end up gaining sentience.
I'm not even
give it
actually.
sentience.
I'm not gonna say that the last thing is done, but the name of the ship, which there's now a thing on the ship that says the name of the ship, is the Jackasses.
Okay. I'm gonna say probably at this point, Mariah and Alari. If you had nothing else to do, you probably would have headed back there
Mm-hmm.
to see all of this upgrade. Just see a giant sign on the side of the ship saying the jackasses.
I don't think Noxus would like that.
Well, I thought about fuck you, Black Rose, but I've actually made a banner that we can put over on the edge. That way, when we're crossing Noxus, just the banners fuck off, Black Rose.
We were gone for like 10 minutes.
Actually, you were gone for an hour, because I highly doubt that would have taken 10 minutes to walk throughout all of Piltover. But yeah, Waffleberg's also got a fucking flying broom, so he moves fast now.
I'm kind of there, like holding the new bow staff, like,
You just see the fucking ballistas. Something that Waffleberg did want to do, but he doubted he could just due to weapon codes. But he wanted to get hex tech ballistas, but I doubted I could get those. So they're just heavy crossbows that have been transformed into ballistas. There's like just little boxes of arrows next to them. They're the essential cannons for this small little boat.
Okay.
well, does it fly?
No, I mean yes. Well, Waffleberg wouldn't detach the balloon. Waffleberg would never do that. If you want to see it fly, we can see it fly. But first, where's Potato?
I'm not actually sure.
Potato, at this point, would be over at the docks. Having been led to where the boat was supposed to be by the voice in the sword. And where the boat should be, there is now just a wreckage. And there's just silence from the sword before you just hear this like guffawing laughter. It would seem that the spirits did my job for me. Oh, the mirth of it all. Oh, come on, this obviously deserves a chuckle, no?
Makes my job harder to try and find the corpse.
If I existed in this universe, I would chuckle for you.
You get sucked into the sword too, Dominator.
Domina's just in their backpack dancing.
Domina's in the zoo blending in with the snakes. And as you're just looking at this wreckage, just a slight glow emanates from within. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if that came through or not.
1 second, I'm being spoken to. I did
Okay.
hear you.
I got worried. Also, funniest part is, it feels like we've done a shit ton. And then I look, we've only been going through just coming up to an hour and a half.
Oh yeah.
So yes, there is a faint glow coming from the boat's wreckage.
That was sad sass. That was sad. That sass sad? That sass was why sad.
Okay.
What the sad
Um,
was. Sorry, go on.
Okay there, Josh.
You obviously have not scrolled up in the Roll20 chat there then, Dion.
I haven't. I've been doing other things like I normally do when I'm playing D.
So, go on.
So it's something's glowing?
Yes.
Well, time to go investigate the glowing. Hopefully I don't die.
Make me a dex check as you board the wreckage.
Dex check. That's a dirty 20.
There are definitely moments where you think you're about to fall in, but you manage to keep your footing. After all, this isn't your first boat you've been on that's been sinking. And you make your way towards the glow. Perception. Actually, no. Before you do the perception. Investigation.
An investigation, then perception. Got
Yes.
it.
Yes, please.
Scrolling the number down to the 2. That's a 17 investigation.
Okay, so you notice it looks like some kind of battle went on in this ship. There's scratch marks all over the place, there's gunshots, there's bullet holes in the wood. And you see what seems to be a chair in the middle
A
with
chair.
a corpse tied up on it.
But you just kind of squints looking at this. Is this like a Shadow Isles glowy goo type thing, or is it another thing?
It seems to be like a soul glow.
Okay. Shall I roll that perception now?
Yeah.
That is a 24.
As you're looking around, you find what seems to be an open cage on the ground. You recognize
Hmm.
this to be one of the cages that you would have seen on those crocodile creatures. Apparently, this guy must have taken
Interesting.
one down before being tied up.
Hmm.
But the question is, if he was tied up and still managed to take one down, how did he shoot it with no hands?
That is a good question. And the fact that I can kind of see that it's a spiritual glowy goo, shall I try and talk to it?
Yeah, you can do, with Legion helping to translate.
Okay. Hello, glowing chair corpse. Are you
Glowing
able to
chair
reply?
corpse, how dare you, the common riffraffs, refer to me as such a... And you'll see this glow
Do I
kind of
need to
just hover
find a
over to the
mirror?
corpse, just investigates it. Oh, well, by Jove, I thought it was him. Apparently it's me in the chair. Who knew?
Hmm.
I could have sworn
Are
I came
you...
out the better in that fight.
Well, I think you both might have went down. But, are you insert name here?
Indeed, that is me.
I
Um,
was sent to find you.
well, found me you have, in a bit of a state of disrepair, and surely you can fix this, no?
I do not have the skill set to put you back in the body. Sorry.
Oh, ooh.
Unless you know someone who can.
Well, how about this then? You haven't heard from the, Sir Pritchard, the 10th, have you? And the voice in the
Do I
sword
hear
goes,
him?
yeah, the voice in the sword goes, oh, he still speaks of my name with such ire.
It just taps the sword.
Oh, I see. Soul collector. Such dreadful business. Still,
Yeah, I'm not here to collect your soul though.
if he's in there and I'm here, that means that there will be others coming for my riches and my fortune. Scuttle the boat,
Hmm.
won't you? Make sure that they don't get it. That's a good chap.
You mean scuttle it more?
Yes, I don't think it'll sink fast enough as it is.
Hmm.
It was always my wish to be buried with my money. I guess a burial at sea will do.
Okay. Well then, would you like to give me something in exchange to take back to the people searching for you? So that they know that I found you, but you're dead.
Yes. My top hat should do quite well. Just be careful, of course. There is a bit of a trigger in there.
There's a trigger in your hat.
Yes.
Potoo is mildly interested in the hat.
Investigation on the hat.
Yes, please. 18.
There seems to be a little microphone attached to the under rim of the hat. As well as what seems to be, do you know, like on a cuckoo clock, you've got like the two little doors that open up outwards? That seems to
Yeah.
be built into like the stove top part of the top hat.
Oh, this is a fun little hat.
Yes, self-defense and all that.
It worked marvelously with you being tied to a chair.
I mean, it worked for that thing, wherever that thing went. Bloody crocodile. Tried to bite me in half while I was tied to the chair. And all I did was, step aside for a second, would you?
Right?
All I did was, stop right there, you bounder. And as soon as he says that, you see the doors swing open and a little, like, pistol pops out and just fires a round off.
She was very amused by the hat.
Stay to the line. Of course, I would like that to be scot.
Oh, this should.
Once you've taken that
You
back
want-
as proof, I would like you to also throw that into the harbour. Or, throw it somewhere where they're not going to get their filthy mitts on it. If they had it, they could make millions of it.
I'll certainly make sure they don't get it.
Indeed. And you best not be thinking about taking any of it either, or else I'll haunt your ass.
I've already got plenty of ghosts in here. You want to join them? Points at Legion.
And then you just hear the other posh voice going, "Don't let that bounder in here. I thought I escaped him."
I don't think you'd want to be in there with him either.
No, I wouldn't. I'd rather go on to some kind of afterlife, if you will. I was pretty sure that the lamb will be coming for me any moment now.
Yes.
Hopefully she won't be tardy like other people I know. This would be the point where I'd pull out my little pocket watch and tap it, but I don't think that carried over with me into the ghost life.
Oh, if only you had a ghost pocket watch.
Indeed, if such a thing existed.
Well, who's going to carefully take the hat?
Yep.
And time to figure out how to scuttle the ship.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. And 16.
16. There are a couple of options you could do here. You could take the time to just do enough physical damage on this thing to send it sinking into the depths. You could try and light it on fire, see if that would catch. Unfortunately, that may also draw attention to it. You also could go back to the rest of the party, see if any of them have explosives to spare.
Sure, at least one or two of the party wouldn't mind helping me scuttle a ship.
Yeah. You do
But
have...
then again, I do have the
Yep,
sending stone. But at the same time, I could see if there's anything on the boat that I could probably use to make it go boom, and we could blame it on Jinx.
Maybe an investigation again then.
Um, 17.
17. You can't really see anything on the main deck or on this part. So as you go below deck to where the riches apparently are, you find his riches aren't gold.
Hmm.
There seems to be a lot of paper. Seems to be
I
just
can
a
only
lot of stocks.
stocks.
Stonks.
Stonks.
You definitely feel like a good enough flint to these would set the fillet.
Hmm. All right. Slightly get that burning, and we're going to go back up and see if there's anything I can run the ship into, perhaps.
Given how it looked when you got on the boat, you think it's sailing days away past it.
So it definitely won't be moving.
Not unless you applied a great force to it from outside to try and shove it off.
Hmm. All right, fine. I'm phoning Waffleberg.
Okay. Waffleberg, as you're showing people around the boat and explaining how great of an idea everything was that you made, the sending stone begins to emit its notification noise, basically.
What?
Dun, 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 dun.
What?
Hey, Waffleberg, you want to help me scuttle a ship for a job?
Hold on a second. Moonman.
Hmm?
Am I allowed to blow things up?
What?
Am I allowed to blow things up?
No?
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't do it personally, apparently. But what kind of ship is it?
I belonged to this rich person I was supposed to be finding. He apparently met his end at one of the crocodiles, but he's still here for some reason.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go and help you with a little something. He's going to. Where are you?
I'm at the docks.
Yep.
Just describe where I am exactly at the
Ooh.
docks.
Waffleberg's gonna use his flying broom to get to her.
So,
Potoo's going
Tim,
to
I'm
strangle
sorry.
you
I
through
am
the front
sorry.
wall.
so
It's not Waffleberg. It's me. I keep saying it because I keep flubbing.
So you other three, you watch Waffleberg, keep asking about can he blow stuff up, and then gets on the boom and goes off.
Was it a good idea to let him go when he was asking about blowing things up?
Did we really have a choice?
I'm a generator.
I'm the ship now. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
So, takes a little while, but you hear the screeching noises of Waffleberg shouting at everyone to get out the way.
Get out of the way!
It's like the Wicked Witch of the West with Waffleberg on a broom.
The wicked waffle
I mean,
of the West.
it's got motorcycle handles now. As Waffleberg pulls up right by her.
What? What are we scuttling? Is it that?
Yes.
Why? That's not even a boat. That's a house. We're scuttling a house.
He says, obviously pointing at a house, not the boat.
Waffleberg, I'm literally standing on the boat we're scuttling.
Oh, that what? Why are you standing on it?
Because I wanted to see if this guy was still alive, points at the ghost.
Okay. Well,
Like it's not sinking. How deep is how deep is the water?
It seems to be quite deep at this point.
So wait, are you wanting it to quickly scuttle, or are you wanting it to like just make sure that nobody can get on it while it's scuttling? Like, what's the know-how here?
He'd rather be put to rest with this stuff without anybody bothering it ever again.
Oh, here's the thing: if it just goes underwater, people like pirates or adventurers are just gonna look for it under the water. What is it like? Is it like gold, like treasure gold?
Now it's more paper.
Paper, like paper money.
I've already kind of lit it on fire. It's not paper.
Yeah, you start to see the smoke starting to billow upwards now.
Okay. I mean, Potoo, could you get off the boat?
It just jumps off the boat.
Okay. If it's burning, the papers are burning, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And what are we needing to do if we're already getting rid of the stuff? Like,
He asked for it to be scuttled.
but it's being scuttled.
It's not being scuttled fast enough for him, apparently.
Is that the problem?
I think so.
Is that the entire problem?
You just look to your side, Potoo. He's there, like, tapping his wrist and tapping his foot, like, come on.
He's
come
got
on,
places to be, he says. Just look at him. He's ready to go.
The impatientness of this. Okay. Well, this is what we're gonna do. Okay. We are going to
This is a dock, right?
Yes.
Is there a crane?
Yes, there does seem to be a crane.
Waffleberg's gonna walk over to the crane.
The person
Commandeering
operating
a
it just
crane.
kind of looks down.
can I borrow that for a second?
Push off.
Sorry, what?
Push off. I've got a job to do.
Waffleberg takes his glasses, cleans his glasses, puts his glasses back on.
Sorry. What did you just say to me?
I said push off, mate. I got a job to do, innit?
Oh, you've got a job to do, motherfucker. Well, I'm trying to put a ghost back to sleep, so you want to work in a haunted docks?
He'll just slowly look to you. Nice try, mate. All the ghosts are gone, ain't it?
Just points over to the posh ghost on the ship.
It's rather a bit cringe, innit?
It just it just looks over to you. Looks over to the ghost. Nah, mate, that's someone just messing around with paint. A bit cringe.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Waffleberg's going to walk over to Potoo.
Potato,
Mm,
I need you to do me a favor.
what kind of favor?
When I say hold me back, hold me back.
Okay.
Waffleberg's gonna run and drop kick the dude out of the crane.
Waffle kick!
Are you holding him back?
He did say hold him back.
That's true.
It's very true.
Make me an attack then.
I believe this is just a dexterity.
Yeah.
Just watch you nat one and end up running into the side of it.
You run up the little steps, try to drop kick him out the other end. It's a one-door crane. You just kind of kick him into the window instead. And he's just cramped up in the corner now, like, oh.
Well,
what's that
Waffleberg
all
just
about?"
Waffleberg sits down in the door, just cramming him up, making sure to just kind of elbow him as he controls the crane. Anything that is he currently got something on the crane?
No.
No. Waffleberg's gonna pick something up on the crane, hopefully a crate of some sort. He's going to drive the crane over, and he's going to drop it on the boat to scuttle the boat even faster.
Okay. So, as you're doing so, the ex-driver will groggily just be like, "You can't do that, mate. You got to have the proper license."
Waffle! He just pecks him.
Jump, jump. Right, enough of this shenanigans.
Waffleberg takes out his gun. You're right. Sit still.
Intimidation.
Ooh. Oh no! Waffleberg just drops his gun. Oh well. Look.
And as you do so, you look up. He looks like he's got a gun on you now.
Nice. What model is that?
This? Oh no, mate, this isn't a gun. This is a lighter. And he just kind of clicks it. A little flame produces.
Oh,
you know what?
that's cool.
But you know what a lighter can do?
Oh, it can light me on fire. Waffleberg presses the button to drop the thing on the ship. It just jumps out of the crate. As he does so, he is going to cast catapult on that lighter.
Okay. I'm going to roll something. Yep, so you get a message.
Yes, Kuiper?
So Waffleberg wanted to blow things up. What? Did, explain?
You're going through a tunnel. We're scuttling a ship for a ghost so the ghost can go away. It's part of a job that I'm doing.
After dropping the crate on the ship, Waffleberg is getting on his thing. Get on, potato!
Why do I hear shouting?
Get on!
Waffleberg just did something crazy. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Potoo, as
Mm.
you hop on the broom and get ready to zoom off, you get the whiff of something else. You get obviously burning wood and burning paper as that lot as the boat sinks. You also start to smell burning flesh.
Burning flesh.
Yes. I rolled to see what would happen with that lighter after it got catapulted. It landed on the guy. You've set him ablaze.
Before he
Jump into the docks, you'll be fine.
Wait, is it on the is it on the dock worker?
Yes. And he is
Oh.
still currently stuffed at the side of the thing and he's struggling to get out.
Oh, Waffleberg's gonna sigh. He's going to climb back up there, and he is just gonna go ahead and he is going to. Yeah, he's going to take. Yeah, because no, it doesn't. Waffleberg's just gonna drag him out of the thing. And he's just gonna dunk him into the water with his mechanical arm. Anybody that's watching Waffleberg's just like, I'm saving this man's life.
You just like look over. You just hear an exasperated sigh from one as he walks over to a sign, removes the numbers from it and just puts a 0 on it. The sign clearly reading days since last accident.
After the man is put out, Waffleberg's just gonna leave him. Just out of guilt, gonna cast Cure Wounds. That's 11 points of health back, and then Waffleberg's getting onto the bike and he's vroom.
Okay.
While we're at it, could you drop me off? Insert address here.
Yeah.
Sure. Waffleberg will. I can apparently summon a familiar. Waffleberg will go ahead and drop them off there before going back to the docks. Not the docks, but the ship to the flying ship.
The address is actually Mike's airships.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Waffleberg will go back to Mike's airships.
And he just looks over. Well, you seem to have done quite a fine job on that. Quite a fine job indeed. Stylish choices are a bit not my taste.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Maybe a paint job if I could recommend one, and
there will be a paint job.
Maybe
there will be a lot of things.
Maybe a name change because
you got an issue with the name. You know, I do too. I think Jackasses is a bit harsh. You know what? We'll call it Bodie Teeth
What?
Bodhi teeth.
after Sharky Teeth.
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, it's an improvement, I suppose.
What would you call it?
Hmm.
Gently fixed fish.
And
What
we
is it
fix
with
fish.
you and
Oh my God! Yes, we're naming it gently used fish.
Just
It is gently used fish.
Just go there looking at freaking Kuiper. It's like, what is it with you and fish lately?
Well, it
Just looks at you with dead seriousness and says nothing at all.
well, it was called the drum beforehand because of, the giant skin-like thing above it and the wooden underneath. When it got a bit more scuppered, it was the broken drum. Now I'd call it the mended drum.
We're calling it the gently used fish.
Drumfish.
Anyways, Potato, this is your stop. I'm going back to the boat.
Right.
If the police come, it was Potato.
What?
You're the one that burned the person.
It was an accident.
What?
It was an accident and you did heal them, so I think you'll be fine.
What?
Anyways, Potoo just points at the dude. Are you the one that had this, holds up the job poster?
Oh, yes, about my dear uncle. What is his status?
I found your uncle tied to a boat by one of his rivals. He's dead.
Oh. Give me one moment.
And
He'll just pop into the back room. You quite clearly see him do the arm thrust thing of a yes before he exits. Such a loss, such a poor dear loss to us all. Pray tell, did he leave anything? Was there any last will or testament?
he had everything he had with him burned,
What?
and he scuttled the ship he was on.
What?
Don't believe me? Go to the docks.
How do I know you're telling the truth on this?
Well, he did give me the hat, and he doesn't want
The
anybody
hat.
else having it.
You have the hat.
Just holds up the hat.
Hell, for the hat.
Not in a position that somebody can snatch it, but he's going to hold it.
Hell, for the hat you can keep the airship.
Mm. Can I roll a perception to see exactly why he wants the hat?
Sure.
Would be inside.
Insight.
Inside. Okay.
Man, I just thought about
That
it.
is-
Waffleberg just got his criminal record destroyed.
that was his natural 20.
Several reasons. He wants to market it to make a lot of money off the rights of selling this kind of design. He also wants to start up a self-defense business kind of thing where he can sell a lot more money and claim it as his own work. He also probably thinks there's gems hidden in that hat. As he's quite clearly eyeing a place that isn't the door or the microphone, but somewhere more towards the top, just drumming his fingers.
Well, what are the odds of me convincing him that he broke it before he gave it to me?
I'd say the odds would be a deception roll.
Ah. I don't know the condition of the hat exactly. He might have damaged it before he gave it to me. Deception. That is a 23.
Oh, it's damaged, is it? Damaged how?
Potentially damaged.
could assume that probably the microphone. I could probably fix it, but I can never get the audio working on those kind of things. How about the top? Is the content still in the top? He always kept mentioning something about valuables in the top.
He didn't mention anything about valuables in the top. He might have dumped them. Is that another deception?
No, because you wouldn't know either, because you've never checked or even heard about these valuables until now.
If he didn't want anybody having anything he had, he might have gotten rid of those as well.
If that's the case, then it's just a hat, and what do I want with a hat? I've got a perfectly fine hat here.
You're right.
Doesn't mean you get to keep the airship.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure they've already worked out deals with you for it.
And I suppose that you did do the job for me. And he will head into the back, and he will hand you 800 gold.
Flyer said 3,000, good sir.
3,000 if brought back alive. He is not alive, therefore 800.
Does it specify on the paper that it said 3,000 if he's alive?
It does not, no.
Potoo's just going to slightly raise up into a more demanding position. It does not specify on the paper how much it is. If he's dead or alive.
That's because generally when the letter says, "Can you help me find someone?" it implies finding them alive and bringing them back. Just coming up to me with...
Sir, that is not what that means. If you wish to specify, you must specify dead or alive. But you have simply asked for them to find them.
That would be a wanted poster, madam.
No, any sort of poster that is advertising to find someone should specify alive, if that's what you want, and offer another reward for information if they are dead. Anyway.
Why would anyone be putting out a notification saying, "Can you get me information on this dead person?" It wouldn't make too much sense. Of course I wanted them back alive.
But
He
also,
just casually taps his sword.
You did not specify, so therefore you do owe my friend the full amount.
Unless you want to trade that for the ship.
We'll call it 1,000.
250. 2,500.
1,250.
2,500.
1,500.
You know what I'm going to say.
Yes, 2,000.
That's
a deal.
no, is that no. 2,500 and we'll forget this whole thing.
2,250.
Kind of looks at Potoo.
Can I borrow a Legion and just start radiating a very terrifying aura to make him just give us what we want?
Intimidate.
Intimidation. That's a 25.
You just grab hold of Legion. And Alari, for the briefest moments you swear Potoo's feathers go a lot more sickly green. As his eyes glow an ethereal green. And Mike will slowly back up. He will just toss the 3,000 to the ground. And he will run off.
Well,
beautiful.
That was certainly a thing.
And Potoo will give both Waffleberg and which one's out?
Alari.
and Alari, both of them 5,000 because they helped.
5,000?
5,000?
Not
Waffleberg will take
500,
it. I
not
already said it. Waffleberg's taking it.
500. 500.
You said 5,000.
I'm in a bad mood,
It's
and
time.
I've got this nice hat.
It's time for more bartering, people.
Potoo is
Waffle-
just going to give them both the 500.
Waffleberg's already back at the ship after getting his money.
It's just as soon as you
And
hand over the
once-
500, just an outline of Waffleberg's there, just ding, ding, ding.
And once I'm on the ship and out of sight of the other guy, I'm going to investigate the hat to see if there's actually anything in the top of it.
Okay. You pry open the top of the hat, and a little message starts to play. And the message goes, if this is somebody else opening up my dear fine hat, why would you? You're rapscallion. This is a very fine hat. Why are you doing this? However, if this is one of my greedy family, you've got roughly 10 seconds, I suppose. From when I started this message, of course, which means you've got 2 seconds to do something.
Can I roll to see exactly what the something would be?
Investigation.
Investigation. That's 17.
You lean in close to try and see what it could be in there. And then you just hear like a and something explodes within the hat.
Whoppa!
Whopper!
If it's a freaking Wappa miniature, I'm going to be.
Nope. Instead, something hits you full force in the face. Something wet and sticky. I will say that you managed to close your eyes in time, given you heard the tick tick ring. Everyone else that is around Potoo, as you saw it. Oh no, wait, you said you did this by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, they snuck off to
Yep.
do it alone.
So you can't tell what's happened to you at the moment. Everyone else, you hear like a miniature bang come from wherever Potoo snuck off to.
What's going on now? Why do we leave anyone alone on this in this party?
Mariah's probably still stood there just rocking back and forth, covered in spider guts.
Hee hee hee.
I'm not even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. What?
I got money.
Good for you, dear. We have a explosion to investigate.
Can I see what's in it now?
You can't.
If there's anything left after that?
You can't. You'll find it hard to open your eyes.
All right, Debbie Vision.
Yep. I'll say at this point, those that are going to investigate will also walk through. It was a paint bomb. Your face is
Paint
covered.
bomb.
Your face is covered in a bright red paint.
Potoo's actually going to laugh. Like,
Who have you murdered?
What?
it's paint.
What is going on?
Potoo.
Oh, I feel bad that I didn't let them have the hat.
Potato. Are you okay?
Yes.
What's on her?
Red paint.
Red paint. Just red paint?
Just red paint. Doesn't seem to be like face paint or anything like that either. Seems to be proper like paint that you paint a wall with.
Potato, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hold your breath. Waffleberg's gonna dunk her in the water. I've done this twice today. Although the last one was because he caught on fire. But oh shit! You need to breathe. Waffleberg's gonna roll you back up out of the water.
Quite a bit of the paint's washed off by this point. You can open your eyes again.
You still have some paint, dunk. You know, you'd think that this would be a completely normal situation in which we'd all have to think about how everything is literally a trap nowadays. Even tats. It's oh shit! Pulls her back out.
Uh,
I think you're okay. You want to do it again for one last?
No.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to take a look at the hat?
No, not really.
I think it's more yours and Mariah's know-how because it has a gun on it.
Wait, it's got a gun.
Yeah.
Waffleberg's going to take the hat.
The hat, at this point, seems to have been wrecked and ruined by the paint bomb.
Waffleberg's going to put it on his head. How do I look?
Oh, aside from the paint, it actually looks pretty good on you.
Just a
I
couple of
know,
streaks
red's
of the
my
red
colour.
paint just dripping down his face.
Waffleberg's going to get back on. He's going to go back onto his ship.
I'm sure that you could probably figure something out with it. The components are still there, even though if there weren't.
I already know what I'm doing.
So, with everything sorted out, is there anything else anyone wants to do in Piltover before the boat sets off? With all 5 of you on.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, I feel like it's at this point when I have to ask. Josh,
Yeah,
wisdom check.
you scare me.
Someone's been missing all day today.
Oh, I thought she was with us.
Nope.
I'll be honest.
You haven't
Did
seen...
Mr. Golden Armor finally catch her again?
We're about to set off. Kuiper just lifts his finger and go, where is she?
who?
Stellara?
I thought she was with you.
That's your friend.
Is that one of the eggplants?
No,
No.
Waffleberg, that's Kuiper's.
He just looks down a
Oh
second.
yeah, it's your special friend.
Just looks down a second and goes, we have to find Gizon.
Who?
Who?
Mundo's new friend. The one Mundo threw at us.
Oh, the shiny asshole.
Kuiper.
Mm-hmm.
You gave her a sending stone and yourself a sending stone, didn't you?
Believe so.
I mean, it's worth a try.
Dial up tone.
Yeah. You try and get through. Voice connects on the other end. Hello. Kuiper, is that you?
Yes? Where are you?
I'm at the zoo.
Just looks to the
about
party.
to...
Okay, we're about to leave.
At the docks or...
Via airship. Come to Mike's. What is this place called?
Mike's airships.
Yes.
Mike's airships.
Okay, I'll start heading over there now then. It takes her a little bit. And then you get another message, like around 20 minutes later, Kuiper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to try and rush through some back alleys and take a shortcut there. And as soon as I do, we may want to leave.
Hmm?
Some old lady with scissor legs is apparently rushing her way towards the boat. Well, towards where you are.
Scissor, egg lady?
Ah, son of a bitch! This is your fault, Potato!
You're the one that burned that guy.
You're
Instead
the
of
one
getting...
that needed my assistance, and you knew that was wrong. You should have called somebody else. I'm not reliable. You fucked up on this one, buddy. You fucked up.
Everyone prepared to take off.
Alrighty.
You
But
go
don't
to
take off yet, Waffleberg. Wait.
Waffleberg's hand, which is on a lever, just he slowly lets go of the lever. Okay.
And just as you see, maybe perceptions, all five of you, before I
Okay.
start saying who you
Perception.
see.
Is this hearing or sight?
Sight.
Okay.
Okay, Mariah, would you like to roll me a perception too?
Yes.
Okay, so I can split this up a couple of ways so far. Also, can I just say, Kuiper has not been rolling bad this entire session.
I know, it's kind of scary.
Okay,
Kuiper's sickness is gone. He's actually wearing his glasses.
Kuiper, Waffleberg, you two see Stellara just heading up from around the back of the building. Which one of you rolled the highest? Waffleberg? There's something sat on her shoulder.
What is that?
Seems to be a small little fennec fox looking thing.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Oh no!
also, I rolled the highest.
Yep, Potoo, you rolled the highest. You see her approaching with that, and then your eyes catch someone else approaching the main gates. As you see Camille and a few of her guards approaching. And she quite clearly points to
Why?
you in general and goes, "Don't let them escape."
What have we?
You're just pulling
What
his
did
defense
you
card
do
in his
now?
face.
We saved a soul and may have accidentally lit a jackass on fire. We'll explain later.
Oddly enough, Potoo.
Waffleberg's starting to turn a wheel.
Oddly enough, Potoo. It's not the
Mhm.
burnt guy that's with him. It's Mike.
Oh.
You
What?
just hear Mike shouting, rambling, going, "She's one of them! She's one of them bloody ghost things!" He's one of them bloody ghost things, sorry.
Ah! Waffleberg didn't actually fuck up this time.
He's one of them bloody ghost things.
Kuiper's going to
Ghost!
hold up. Kuiper's gonna go behind two and just behind two and just say, "Do you trust me?"
You
And
better
he's
not
going,
kick me off the boat.
and he's going to cast Feign Death on Potoo immediately. If she accepts a bright flash, and she will just, according to everybody else, die.
Okay, so you just walk up behind her. Him? Fuck.
Her.
You walk up behind him. You just boop. And for all sakes purposes, the world goes dark to you, Potoo. And as it does so, Camille just watches this happen. And Mike just stutters, "It's left the physical body and it's gone somewhere. It's probably haunted the boat or something. We need to stop it."
Potoo's
That
going to
didn't.
remember this Kyle, and this Kyle is going to have a bad time the next time Potoo sees him.
Kyle.
He's a Kyle.
The moment that this is all going down, Waffleberg is spinning a wheel and flipping some switches. He hasn't pulled the big lever yet, though.
Yep. Camille will still be approaching with her guards. Because
Come
obviously there's
on,
still an
come
issue.
on.
And are you flipping the switch now?
Is she on the ship?
She's getting towards the ship.
Stellara?
Stellara's on the
Waffleberg
boat.
It needs to move.
Stellara's
Oh,
on the boat.
Stellara's on the boat. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waffleberg's flipping the ship. The moment that he flips the ship, there's just this huge, like, loud alarm. As the chicken's clucking is over like a loudspeaker. As it does so, there is just it's down below as well. And as it does so, the rats begin to go after the cheese. The wheels begin to spin, electricity being pumped into the now godlike entity that is the Eggplant King, as the Eggplant King begins to power everything, as the other eggplants begin to spin him around on his throne. As energy is just fired up. As it does so, there's just lights flickering on as flames start to shoot up into the balloon portion of it as the ship begins to take off. As it does, you hear, "Warning! If you are too close to the ship, it might blow up, and if it blows up, you might die! Fuck you!" And the boat begins to rise.
Camille, seeing this, will rush up, will try to leap onto the boat.
Does it count as abduction if she's on the ship while we're still moving?
Oh, come on, woman! We had our
She will fail.
wife!
You see her? See, like, these two little side areas of her legs open up and wires shoot out onto the boat? But they just seem to grab hold of a weakened area of the wood, which just splinters off. And she's
Just
there
little,
staring up
like
at the boat.
little rat fucking paratroopers are falling from the hole now.
Landing on Camille?
Just whatever they can. They've been paid in cheese to go out stabbing like a boss.
And the airship takes off. Potoo, you're still here in the world. You can't see anything. You're incapacitated. You can't move. You can still hear the world. But then even that fades. You find yourself stood in a dark room by yourself. And then two voices appear. This one is cursed. This one can't be ours. Then why is it here? An attachment to death. An acknowledgement that they may be rejecting life, maybe. The stench of the Isles is on it. That means no prey for you, dear wolf. And as the figures of the lamb and the wolf slowly come into focus, your eyes snap open as the spell ends. I believe this is like the third party member that's met freaking lamb and wolf now. And you find yourself on an airborne ship. You see the skies around you, the clouds, the tips of the tallest buildings of Piltover just slightly coming into focus if you look down over the edge. And you see Runeterra laid out ahead of you for the first time. Places you've been to, places you've yet to go. A slight chill from the east as you look towards the Shadow Isles. Or to the south if you're at Waffleberg and you're looking towards Shurima. And of course, to the northwest, your destination, the frozen peaks of the Freljord. And I feel that is a good place to end it for today.
E.
Good.
So how did you all find today's session?
Yes,
Great.
as
Beautiful.
always.
The birth of the gently used fish.
Also, I found out something today as well.
Oh.
Gangplank and Wolf.
Yeah.
Same VA. It's Matt Mercer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not know that?
I didn't.
Yep.
Also,
It's cool.
Rumble and Ziggs is voiced by the guy who does Invaders Im and Moxie.
Yeah.
Which
Orvis.
Rumble, yeah, Rumble I couldn't hear it in, but now I hear it definitely in Ziggs.
Yeah. Fun fact: the Ziggs voice is not a like him trying to do a voice. It's his real voice.
Yeah.
His real voice is really like that. He was an acting teacher for many years as well. Like there's I was watching the live live stream that Vivzy Pop did, and he was talking about how he was like an acting teacher. Apparently, he was Vivzy's teacher, which is how he got onto the show.
Huh.
Yeah,
Cool.
like apparently he was one of Vivzy's teachers, and then like his agent when she had graduated gave her Oritz's number, and so they called later, and he was like, he did actually think it was a show. He thought it was like a project or something, and then he found out it was a show after auditioning. And he's like, "Well, this is cool. I get to do something that I can see," because he's always wanted to sing.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he always wanted to go and sing on Broadway, but his agents kept telling him, no, you've got a good thing here in Los Angeles doing animation. And so he never got the chance to go sing, which is why he stayed on with the show after the pilot.
Oh, yeah, that
Nice.
song was in the first episode, yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
he is I've had the pleasure of meeting that man once in my life, and he is a sweetheart.
nice.
Like, he is one of the nicest fucking human beings on the planet.
Yes, for those on YouTube, I may have gotten into Hell of a Boss recently, so I've been on a bit of a kick with that. Either way, thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra.